Hi everybody, I'm going to be reviewing 3 cameras which I bought from eBay. Really cheap little cameras. Use them for rocketry. They're little spy cameras. Okay, I'll show you what they are. We've got, this is called, usually called on internet called the gum camera. This is the MD80 and this is called the Keychain Camera. I've taken this part off the keychain because I'm going to strap it to a rocket, so I don't want that bit. The Keychain Camera comes with the keyring, obviously. The MD80 comes with these attachments, which you can use to attach it to, say, in your car, or you could attach it to a wall of your house, or wherever you want. They can be, I think that one MD80, I think they all actually are capable of being voice or sound activated by about 60 decibels. Okay. Also, you will need to purchase a scan card. I'm just zooming in on those there, hopefully you can see that. This one is a SanDisk, this one is Kingston. I think the Kingston is the better one, it seems to run faster. And they're both class 4, which I think is the minimum you'll need. Anything slower than a class 4, like a class 2, is just going to be too slow. Okay, now let's have a look at the gum camera. Basically you've got your on-off button on the side here. This one is made of aluminium or metal casing. It feels a little bit heavier than the others, but it's skinny. So the advantage to this one, why I'm using this one, is because I'm making rockets with a clear payload tube, and this is a BT. What is a BT50 tube, which is a 1-inch outside diameter tube, and it fits inside the payload. The only problem is when I put my nose cone on and my base bit on, it doesn't quite fit in. The caps are not quite down, but it's nearly there. So you can put it and film sideways out your rocket, which is pretty cool. Anyway, back to the camera. It's got as I said, on-off button, so you clearly know when it's on. You can choose between photo and video there, and then you got this button here which basically fires it up. You got lights, red lights, green lights, they will come on, but you push that and it'll start filming. The lens is actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just above this clip here. You can see if I turn the light that way, see the little hole, there's a lens. It has a clip here which I intend to remove to make it fit into the casing easier. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but screw them aside. You put your little scan disc in here, and there's a port there connected to your computer. Comes with a cable to do that. That's the gum camera. This is called the MD80, or I call it Fat Boy because it's a little bit chubbier than the others. This one has a power switch here. You turn it on, some little lights come on the top here to tell you that it's on. Some blue lights tell you it's on, and then you push this button on top here, that one just there, and yeah, that one there, and it starts filming. It has a mode button on this side. You push the mode button and you can choose between, I think you can take photos, and you can also do sound activation 60 decibels, and it records for like 2 minutes and switches off as the sound stops. Has a little thing here if you want to strap it onto something, and yeah, like I said, it comes with those clips. It just clips in. I'll show you one. For example, this one, but don't drop it. That one there, you just clip it in. There you go, it's clipped in. And this thing here, you could probably, bolt that onto the table or something, and away you go. Whatever you want to do. That's the MD80. And then we have the Keychain Camera. I've taken the keychain part off because I'm going to strap it to a rocket. This is very light. It's plastic. It feels very light. The reason this one's good for a rocket is the camera lens is actually right in the tip here. All these have sound, by the way, which you'll see in a minute when I demonstrate them. That has the lens there, so I can actually strap it to the rocket and have it pointing down and look down, and it's fairly aerodynamic that way. Most people just put round tape it onto the rocket. The other one I've got is for the payload. Oh, by the way, this little Fat Boy in that 1-inch tube didn't fit in. Just doesn't quite make it. So if you've got a bigger than a 1-inch tube clear payload, it'll fit in. It's less height than the gum camera. Not as high, but it's got too much width. but if you've got a shorter payload but it's wider, it'll fit in. This guy won't fit in the tubes at all, it's just too wide, but it's very light and the camera points down. It has a button here which you push, you hold it down and a light comes on to start up, little light here, and then you push this button and the light flashes 3 times, then it's recording. But there's no lights after that, you don't know it's on. It's supposed to be, you know, a secret camera, but it's a pain in the ass because I actually was strapping it onto my rocket and accidentally pushed a button, switched it off, and I didn't know. I was really excited because the flight went great. Came home, put in the camera, and there's me putting the tape on and it switched off. Well, there's 2 more buttons here which are fake buttons. They don't do anything. You can't even push them. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I've done a little video test, filming the same things in the same way with each camera. You can have a look and see which one you think is the best. There does seem to be a difference between quality and video, even though they're all 720 by 480 DPI, similar to the 640 by 480 we all used to do, but now it's widescreen 720 by 480. The only other thing I could say is you need at least a class 4 scan, mini scan disc. Class 2 discs write at 2 megabytes per second, class 4 at 4 megabytes per second, class 8 write at 8 megabytes per second, class 10, which are the new ones, write at 10 megabytes per second. They go up in price, of course. If it doesn't say what class it is, it could be a class 1 or maybe it's a class 2, probably too slow. Okay, I forgot to mention, the best place I have found to buy these cameras is this guy here on eBay, Linji Chong, Linjiechong. Very, very cheap. You can get them for about, the Keychain Camera I think cost me about $2 plus $6 postage. The other camera, yeah, the MD80 and the gum camera, both about $10 or $11 all up, delivered. Very, very cheap. You could even get cameras that look like pens. Anyway, off we go. Okay, this is the one I call the Fat Boy. So I'm trying to hold this very still. We just look at the sellies there, and we look at that, and we look at that. There you go. Hope it's working well. We'll get a bit closer, see if we can read the numbers on that. Okay, then we do the up and down blur test, side to side, circles, slowing, and focusing back. Then the face test. Okay, turn it off. Okay, this is the gum stick camera. I'm trying to hold the camera pretty still at the moment, so you can see if it's giving good quality vision. You can see if you can read the letters there on that thingy there. Okay, then we do the blurry motion test, up and down, side to side, circular, and slowing down and back. Then we do the face recognition test. Okay, and that should do it. Camera with the Kingston disc. I hope I'm pointing that and I'm keeping it still. Okay, blur test. Oh, sorry, before we do blur test, see if we can read that text. Okay, blur test up and down. This is with Kingston, side to side, circular, focusing back, and face test.